Welcome back to another episode of our News Tonight bulletin. My name is Patricia Mpango, and straight away into the bulletin. President Yoweri Museveni has urged Christians to emulate examples of the late Archbishop Janan Lumo, who died for speaking the truth and fighting injustice. The president's speech was delivered by Chief Justice Alfonso Onyedolo during the 47th commemoration of Janan Lumo Day at St. Paul's Church in Muchwin, Kitgum District.
By 9 a.m., thousands of people had already gathered at St. Paul's Church of Uganda grounds to commemorate Janan Lumo Day. The Archbishop of the Church of Uganda, Stephen Kazimba Mugalu, was the main celebrant. He urged government to develop the place where his colleague, the late Janan Lumo, was buried at Muchwin in Kitgum into a tourist site.
There's still so much to do on this Janan Lumo project in order to give it an international outlook and thus attract more benefits accruing from tourism investment. This year's event has attracted more people, more pilgrims, and more support towards the work being.
The clergy commended government for making 16 February an annual public holiday in remembrance of the late Archbishop Janan Lumo's contributions to Uganda's development.
Archbishop Janan Lumo, although I didn't live with you, but I saw you when I was a young seminarian. You were a leader. And you stood for Christ, for your people, not only in Uganda, but also Boga Zaire.
The Minister for Internal Affairs, Kahindo Tafire, who joined the Christians in celebrating Lumo Day, urged the people to forget what happened in the past and embrace unity for a better Uganda.
What's primary and disregard what's secondary. Those faiths, those traditions, those beliefs that divide us should be discarded. Let's emphasize what uplifts our welfare. Let's emphasize what puts us together.
The President of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Museveni, was represented at the Janan Lumo Day by Chief Justice Alfonso Onyedolo. President Museveni urged all Christians to emulate the examples of the late Janan Lumo, who died for speaking the truth and fighting justice.
Call upon you all to embrace peace, tolerance, forgiveness, and reconciliation for the betterment of our nation. I thank the family for keeping the memory of Janan Lumo alive. Indulged in was in Kikolok, and we came to the resolve that what this part of Uganda needs, after all these years of devastation, is social revival. We need fundamental revival, fundamental recovery in this place of Uganda.
Janan Lumo, a former archbishop of the province of the Church of Uganda that comprised of Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi and Boga Zaire, present-day Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, is believed to have been killed by the then-President Idi Amin Dada for opposing his government. He was buried at his ancestral home in Muchwini, Kitgum District. I'm Nafka Farida and Aguta Philip.
Now, Ministry of Education and Sports has revealed that they have slowed down processes of developing a curriculum for advanced level to fast consolidate the implementation of the revised lower secondary curriculum The Minister of Education and Sports, Janet Katah-Museveni, says the ministry is still in need of resources to ensure that schools are acquainted with what it takes to implement the revised lower secondary curriculum.
Indeed, the ministry commenced the process of reviewing the A-level curriculum. However, we later decided to slow down the pace and instead focus our attention, efforts, and resources on consolidating the implementation of the revised lower secondary curriculum, meaning a curriculum of O-level. Since financial year 2019-2020 to 2022-2023 alone, the government has invested at least 130 billion shillings in the development and rollout of the revised lower secondary curriculum. This excludes the initial funding injected in the earlier stages prior to financial year 2019-2020. And I must say that we still are in need of more resources to ensure that our schools are well acquainted with what it takes to implement the revised lower secondary curriculum the way it was designed to be implemented. Therefore, we believe that it is not wise to embark on another rigorous venture of full view of the A-level curriculum in the environment of limited resources across government. We cannot afford at this time to withdraw resources from the implementation of the newly introduced revised lower secondary curriculum. Doing that shall completely mess up both the new and the old. We have been guided by the technical teams in the ministry that having learners of the revised lower secondary curriculum progress into A-level and utilize the existing advanced level curriculum does not in any way compromise their subject combinations. Furthermore, it does not jeopardize the academic grounding expected of them upon joining higher education. In a nutshell, let us first consolidate the implementation of the revised lower secondary curriculum before embarking on an overhaul of the A-level curriculum. So this is our position as a ministry regarding the A-level curriculum.
Now, the First Lady and Minister of Education and Sports, Mrs. Janet Katah-Museveni, Wednesday, and of course, met with a team of American film producers led by Peter Greenberg at State House, Nakasero. Peter Greenberg, an Emmy Award-winning producer and travel editor for CBS News in New York, was accompanied by his wife Hande Greenberg and Deborah Pratt, a renowned producer, director and writer in Hollywood. Now, the team had recently completed an 8-day trip in Uganda, during which they filmed various tourist sites for an upcoming documentary project that aims to showcase the country's vibrant tourism sector. Greenberg mentioned that his team, returning to America later that day, would begin the challenging task of editing the footage. They plan to have a grand premiere in New York and possibly another one in Los Angeles for the entertainment community, including those who may be interested in filming in the country, that is Uganda, will film and also have a premiere in Kampala. Now, presidential officials from the Poverty Alleviation Department project under State House, led by the Assistant Private Secretary to the President, also Central Region Coordinator Jackie Kusima Karugaba, have visited beneficiaries of the project in Nakaseke district to assess its performance.
In a campaign of eradicating poverty, the Office of the President, through the Poverty Alleviation Department, donated cows, goats and coffee seedlings to farmers in different districts to help improve their livelihoods. Officers from State House, led by the Assistant Private Secretary to the President and PAD Coordinator Central Region, Jackie Kusima, have visited beneficiaries in Semuto, Nakaseke District to assess the performance and to also donate more cows to other farmers. The first farmer to be visited was Ibrahim Bukenya, a resident of Nyanja, Semuto Sub-County, who received a cow and a biogas system. Harriet Nakakande, also a beneficiary at Chiusa village, received a heifer and lauded President Museveni for caring about the local people.
Dalo mukulembeze wafoyo president yava eri mukama enteekateeka zo z'otuweno mukyala abamu bakulimba mbu tebituuka naye mu butuufu bituuka era tweyanziza nnyo tweyanzeege.
Patrick Mbonye of Bagwa village, Semuto sub-county, received a Frisian cow, goats and cough seedlings.
Nebaza kubanga kati tetukyali mu mbeera eri ey'ennaku tusobola abaana bwe balwala tusobola okubajjanjaba tusobola obbasomesa.
Singa tebadde enteekateeka ya gavumenti twali bubi nnyo nga tusekererwa.
After the tour, PAD officers held a meeting with farmers to share the progress of the project.
Nebaza olw'enteekateeka ya PAD kubanga etuwadde ente. Ndi musanyufu ku lw'ensonga eyo era neeyamugirabirira obulungi.
Nebaza Pulezidenti waffe omwagalwa olwa pulojekiti eno gye yaleeta mu luka gwaffe. Ndi musanyufu olw'ensolo empeereddwa.
To understand them, love them, treat them so that you'll be benefiting much from them.
The Assistant Private Secretary to the President and PAD Coordinator Central Region, Jackie Kusima, sounded a warning to the beneficiaries not to be tempted to sell off the animals.
So in case we are not informed and we have not agreed on the sale, one, we demand that the input is refunded, it is returned, irrespective of whether it has been sold, so the beneficiary has to refund it. Number two, they face jail term. They face jail because it is a breach of contract. We have contracts with them.
The Poverty Alleviation Department under the Office of the President operates in all regions of Uganda and is aimed at improving people's livelihoods.
Now, Metropolitan International University is set to advance in its academic levels to a doctorate as soon as they are awarded with a charter by the Council of Higher Education. The University Secretary, Dr. Gracious Hario, told UBC that the university has undergone thorough inspection and what is left is accreditation.
Preparations are in high gear as Metropolitan International University awaits its forthcoming 6th graduation ceremony to be held at its main campus in Kisoro District on 23rd this month.
More than 1,600 students shall be conferred degrees, certificates and diplomas in different areas of study. And we're also proud that so far this is the biggest number of graduates Metropolitan International has had.
An improvement in academic grades has been attributed to all stakeholders' engagement to ensure success is achieved.
This has been attributed due to, one, the internal control systems, especially in the Quality Assurance Directorate, whereby we have seen our teaching staff complete their syllabi by 100%. Initially, we used to look at maybe a minimum of 80%. Today, we are looking at 100%. Then we have also had remedial lectures to enable students appreciate in the event maybe there were some gaps realized.
Dr. Rio Gracious highlighted the progress of the recently introduced courses, which aim at creating self-reliant citizens in future.
And we're also privileged to announce that so far, so good, we have progressed with that program. We have had the Interministerial Committee visiting Metropolitan International University.
that is the National Council for Education, and the Law Council, which is the regulator for the legal fraternity. And so far we are progressing. We have seen a good number of students realizing their potentials by acquiring life virtues. We are talking about professional and technical skills to take up the mantle in their respective fields of study.
The university is in the final stages of getting accredited by the National Council of Higher Education, which they say is delaying their doctorate courses.
Metropolitan International University was graced with a charter inspection team after various meetings and engagements with the regulator. Metropolitan looks at enhancing the potentials of the graduate school, which shall house both graduate, postgraduate, then the PhD programs. And we are ready to take up the mantle because we are gathering and mobilizing resources to make our graduate school a world class.
Mary Namkose, UBC News.
Now, Namutumba district residents want government to construct more health facilities and install adequate equipment in the existing hospitals to save them from moving long distances for treatment. Let's hear more in this report.
This is Bugobi Health Center 2, situated in Bugobi Town Council in Namutumba district, providing services to residents of 11 villages, among which are Bugobi, Luguru, Kisiro, Nakazinga, Chibingo, Bufuya and Makoma. The church-based hospital provide outpatient treatment, antenatal care, immunization, family planning and HIV testing, and counseling among others. The health center receives more than 1,000 patients said day. Due to lack of enough health facilities in Namutumba district, patients flock to Bugobi Health Center 2 for health services.
Niwojayo sobola okujotyama kunsho paka igula nga tibakukoze kuweire. Edwayo tulinera era tusaba tuwe kubatongere kwa amadwaliro. Kati ng'ifo abakazi sometimes we tuba twidi okuzaala titubana gundi mama kiti mudwaliro muzira gilavu si muzira buli kimu tushigula bugule.
Some women say they found it hard to access treatment in the nearby government facilities since most of them don't have enough medicine and some necessities.
Kati bwe baleta ba baby ku immunization baba banji more than 50 baja mu 60 abalwala per night basobola okuba mu abantu 10-15.
The only facility which provide almost the free services to the people because we charge but we charge little money.
Health officials and leaders say due to the increasing numbers at the hospital, some women give birth in uncomfortable environment.
We have many mothers, but the challenge we used to have one bed. That one bed can't serve like 4 mothers. You find that one is up and the rest down. So that has been the challenge.
It's against this background that My Soul, dealers in solar energy equipment, provided the health facility with maternity beds, hospital beds, and 4 drip stands. Among others, they also renovated the hospital on a budget of 50 million shillings.
We are very proud actually to change the lives of many of thousands of customers in Uganda, bringing the light to them because we think that this investment will really improve the conditions of reception of the patients in the health center and also the conditions for the ladies who will come here to give birth.
The hospital management, leaders and residents appreciated My Soul for the noble cause.
I
really thank those people of My Soul because they helped us so much. Because our facility, it is old, but they helped us and it's looking well.
At least
the residents and leaders now want the government to increase the number of health facilities in the area and to provide them with enough hospital equipment.
wodi eidwire era twakoba nti abazimbyewo ebesobola okugaziga ate nga kyendidi nti abantu baida kwetanirawo
agaidwaliro nga lirimu everything ekibanga kisobola okubeesaawo muna Uganda obwidandabi mulimu butono sometimes yotuuka nga eddagala itono.
Deborah Namamonde, UBC News.
Fred!
Osmosis.
Freddy! Fred Dollar, my boss, CEO of Inojo, the general of generals, the conqueror of conquerors, the first and the final, the sky above the skies, the promised land, the terms and the conditions, the international king crocodile, the source of the Nile.
I don't have money today.
Just take a polite loan of 200k to stock my shop. The signs and symptoms of success. The bank commander, not the bank teller.
Why hassle for a loan when you've got MTN Momo? We're sorting. Use the Momo app or dial *165*5# for all quick loans. Choose from the different loan options from our partners and get one that works for you. Together, we're unstoppable.
The government of Uganda and the Uganda Bureau of Statistics is calling upon all stakeholders such as the chief administrative officers, city mayors, resident city commissioners, city clerks, city and division councillors, wards and LC chairpersons, as well as the residents and business communities to cooperate with the UBOS field teams as we embark on advanced preparations to conduct the National Population and Housing Census on the 10th of May 2024. The census will be a 10-day exercise to obtain statistical data and information that will be used for planning and policy formulation, including information on 1. How many we are, 2. Where we are, 3. How we are living, 4. What we own, and 5. Where we access services from. The Uganda Bureau of Statistics has now started listing of households and mapping in the 11 cities of Arua, Fort Portal, Gulu, Hoima, Jinja, Lira, Mbale, Masaka, Mbarara, Soroti, and in the Greater Kampala comprising of Kampala, Wakiso, and Mukono districts. For more information, please call 0755 342 128 or 0773 342 128. This message is brought to you by the Executive Director and Census Commissioner, Uganda Bureau of Statistics. Census 2024. It matters to be counted.
The energy of this land comes to life in dreams and memories. It lights up in these nights and leads us towards new horizons. It was born in the hearts of these men, of these women. The energy of this land comes from here. It comes from Africa, and it vibrates in each of us.
Powered by Africa.
Oryx service stations, powered by Africa.
The government of Uganda and the Uganda Bureau of Statistics is calling upon all stakeholders such as the chief administrative officers, city mayors, resident city commissioners, city clerks, city and division councillors, wards and LC chairpersons, as well as the residents and business communities to cooperate with the UBOS field teams as we embark on advanced preparations to conduct the National Population and Housing Census on the 10th of May 2024. The census will be a 10-day exercise to obtain statistical data and information that will be used for planning and policy formulation, including information on 1. How many we are, 2. Where we are, 3. How we are living, 4. What we own, and 5. Where we access services from. The Uganda Bureau of Statistics has now started listing of households and mapping in the 11 cities of Arua, Fort Portal, Gulu, Hoima, Jinja, Lira, Mbale, Masaka, Mbarara, Soroti, and in the Greater Kampala comprising of Kampala, Wakiso, and Mukono districts. For more information, please call 0755 342 128 or 0773 342 128. This message is brought to you by the Executive Director and Census Commissioner, Uganda Bureau of Statistics. Census 2024. It matters to be counted.
Hi, my name is Dennis Masindo Nyango, former Uganda Cranes captain and goalkeeper. My kind of a tank at home is a Crest tank. I use it at the farm and at home. I recommend it for everyone.
How to use the EIPP.
Welcome to the Electronic Investors and Protection Portal, your guide to seamless investment processes in Uganda. Step 1. Navigate the portal. Start by searching Protection statehouseinvest.go.ug. On Google, use the menu bar for various tasks. Step 2. Submitting a complaint. To lodge a complaint, click Report. Fill out the form, submit and note your reference number. Step 3. Making an inquiry. For inquiries, select Inquiry. Complete the form, submit and record your reference number. Step 4. Whistleblowing. To report anonymously, choose Whistleblow, fill the form and submit. Step 5. Accessing FAQs. Find the answers to the common questions under the FAQs link. Step 6. Seeking information. For investment cycle guidance, hover over Resources, click Resources Center and explore. Step 7. Exploring services. Hover over Services for stakeholder offerings like business registration. Step 8. Tracking progress. To track submissions, click Report, select Track Inquiry or Complaint. Enter your reference number and check your email for updates. Need more help? Call +256 326 100 630 or email info@statehouseinvest.go.ug.
News Tonight continues now as we delve back into the education sector. Successful schools and students across the country continue to celebrate after the release of the Uganda Certificate of Education results yesterday by the Uganda National Examination Board.
Jubilations also covered Standard High School in Zana, where all students passed in first grade, and students expressed their joy.
Results are out and I thank God because I've made it to the best of my dream. Very joyful for the good performance that we have got.
At Chitante Hill School, teachers and students welcomed the good performance amidst chants.
Exhibited exandrous and tremendous performances. We have achieved tremendous first grades. I cannot believe what I'm saying to you right now, but I know one thing, we can make it and we are so happy. I'm thankful for the administration and the government. They have provided all the learners with the necessary textbooks.
The situation was the same at Timbale Progressive, where all students passed in grade 1 and grade 2.
Actually, even in my family, I was the first to get these results. So I'm very happy to represent Progressive and for my own.
12 aggregates, and that one has given us a very good picture here in school and as well as our family.
Bogiswai School, the administration, celebrated their good performance.
I have 102 second grade. This good performance is attributed.
UBC TV also visited Amasi College in Bukedia district.
We have scored 131 Division 1s and 5 Division 2.
To get 8 aggregates. 8 aggregates that is getting, actually I offered 10 subjects. By the Almighty's grace, I managed to get 1 in each and every subject.
Relatedly, at Ibinu Masudi High School, Kibibi Masajja, teachers and students celebrated the last year's academic excellence. The school head teacher, Abbas Abdul Katende, attributed the success to Allah, who enabled all the 120 candidates to score a first grade.
Allah wekitiibwa abaana baffe nate abasiniya eyokuna ebibuuzo babikoze era bigenze okudda alhamdulillah. Abaana bonna be twatuuza abaana 5 nga balina first grade, abaana nabo 5 nga bali mu yakubiri, ne tufunayo n'abatonotono abaana 18 nga bali mu grade ya 3 n'eyokuna.
Our next step was Zana Mixed Secondary School in Wachiso District, where they registered 38 first grades.
Very well, simply because we have tried to guide them, counsel them, we have nurtured them.
At Imbale Secondary School, it was massive as Kadodi traditional dance led the celebrations.
So this year's results is actually the 3 students who got 8 for 8 and the 4 students for 9 for 9.
Work that they have done towards our achievements. I want to thank my mother who has been there for me.
It was the same mood at St. Lawrence Academy Bodo, where 93 students scored first grade and the rest in second grade.
Fully, I got 10 aggregates
well performed in sciences, and I thank the Almighty for that.
Twasobodde okuyita ebibuuzo byaffe bulungi ebya 2023.
This is St. Lawrence London College campus, where 81 students passed in grade 1 and 35 passed in grade 2.
80% y'abaana be twatuuza bonna bayitidde mu first grade, 20% bayitira mu second grade. Era twebaza Mukama.
At St. Mary's High School, Gayaza, they also celebrated their good performance in the recently released 2023 UCE exams. Here, out of 120 candidates who sat for the exams, 51 got first grade, 42 scored second grade, and the rest in third grade. Good choice Mukono Kalagala. It was about celebrating the good results attained in the last year's UCE.
The only message that I have for them is I wish them all the best in their life. I want them to prosper in life, to use the grades that they have obtained from good choice to go to higher levels of education.
Of the good performance that we have had in the recent UCE exams, our candidates of 2023 have really performed well.
Meanwhile, at God's Way Senior Secondary School, 4 students got 8 in 8 and others 10 in 10.
Aggregates. I want to thank all my teachers for teaching us and my parents for paying the school dues.
At God's Way we don't cane, but we do a lot of counseling, which helps our students, one, to be self-motivated academically and even in these other things.
I'm very pleased to get 9 in 9, and all thanks goes to my teachers. They believed in me.
Got 8 in 8, 10 in 10, and I'm one of the best students in the country.
The situation was the same at Lowell Girls School in Nakirebe MPG district, where students passed with flying colors.
We thank the Almighty for their performance. Last year we had 51 candidates in Senior 4, and out of the 51, 49 have scored Division 1. Only 2 scored Division 2, and indeed it was super second grade of 34 aggregates.
Thank God because I got 9 aggregates in Form 4. I thank the administration, I thank my teachers, I thank my parents, and glory goes to the Lord because I got 9 aggregates from Lowell Girls School.
At Hamdan Islamic SS in Nakifuma Wakiso district, the situation was the same.
Era nga bulijjo bwentegeeza abantu enkola yaffe ey'ekikugu wano yetutuusizza ku bino byonna. Nebaza abasomesa bonna, nebaza abazadde, nebaza abayizi bennyini olw'okufaayo ennyo n'amaanyi ge bataddemu okulaba nti nga bulijjo era tusobodde okuba nga tukoze obulungi neera siya luzasi zaffe ez'abalungi.
Allahu azza wa jalla sobosezza okufuna first grade. Alhamdulillah, nenzako kwebaza abasomesa bange.
Alhamdulillah, nakoze 33 nadisuubira okweyongerayo kyo ndagala nsomesa nawe ngende ku University y'Oluwarabu.
Islamic Secondary School ekoze ebyafaayo kyo bolaba tuli mu kujagambiza wano.
We also went to Mitian.
In the recent released exams, we performed well, whereby our first best candidate had aggregates 10. And in general, we had 58 first grades.
We presented 80 candidates, 20 got first grades, 39 second grades, and then 21 scored third grade. And that was all. We thank so much God that He has been good to us.
Meanwhile, at St. Joseph SS Nansana, it was joy as students celebrated their classmates who passed with flying colors.
I have managed to score 8 aggregates, and I thank the Lord for enabling me to get that wonderful performance. I thank so much my parents that have paid for my school fees, the teachers that have tirelessly taught us, and we thank God that we can achieve higher even in Senior 6.
St. Joseph's, we are so grateful to God. We had 130 students, 58 were in the first grade, 46 we are in the second grade, 22 in the third grade. Therefore, we are calling upon the parents, please give us more students.
This plan, which is strengthened by helping forming students in spiritual life.
UB ABC was also in Hoima district. This is Mandela SS, where the head teacher, Laurent Ndiwalana, announced the results during the assembly. The school scored 119 first grades, 79 candidates passing in Division 2 and 40 in Division 3.
The community of Mandela SS, salutation to the teaching staff and salutation to the board of directors under the chairmanship of Dr. Lawrence Bategeka. This great afternoon we are here to unveil to you one of the best candidates in Uganda, UCE 2023. And by the grace of God, on our records historical performance, this candidate is none other than Amanya Tumusime Humphrey, who has
it's a great school. I'm very happy today, very happy actually. I scored 18.8, and all this, I think it is because of the Almighty God.
We have scored 2 8 in 8, 3 9 in 8, 3 10 in 8, and 3 11 in 8. What an outstanding performance this year 2024.
Meanwhile, at Nakawa Union Vision Mission, SS Bina Mutungo, 34 out of 48 candidates scored first grade, with the rest passing in second grade.
I want to give thanks to our administrators and dear teachers for a great job done. I also want to thank all our non-teaching staff for their great support. Praise God for His goodness.
Indeed, I'm overwhelmed by joy. I give the glory and honor to the Vision Mission is an NGO, and it has built very many churches and schools in Uganda.
My name is Patricia Santa Marian, and I got 14 aggregates. I would like to thank the teachers, the school, my parents, and overall I would like to thank the Almighty God for having blessed me. Thank you.
Zokao Joshua, I got 12 aggregates. I want to thank my teachers, my parents, my fellow classmates for the support they rendered unto me. This was not by myself, but overall I want to thank God Almighty.
Schools in Busoga sub-region also excelled in 2023 UCE examinations.
Atendeke bulungi nnyo ate n'abaana baffe tubakwasisa empisa n'abazadde bajjumbidde okukola obuvunaanyizibwa bwabwe eri abaana.
I'm Isabel Matthias, the teacher of Jinja College. UNEB released the UCE results yesterday, and I'm happy to tell you that our school performed very well as usual. We sat 243 senior 4 candidates, and out of those 183 were able to score Division 1, then 48 in Division 2, and then 3 went astray and were in Division 3.
My name is Orisha Vaskovia, the head teacher Budwa at SS. Today everyone is excited upon reaching the great success, the great academic achievement we have reached on. We managed to get 93 first grades out of 103 students who
And into the world of business, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Agriculture, Animal Industry and Fisheries, Major General David Kasula, has advised farmers to practice more palm oil growing since there is ready market for it.
Hi, my name is Dennis Masindo Nyango, former Uganda Cranes captain and goalkeeper. My kind of a tank at home is a Crest tank. I use it at the farm and at home. I recommend it for everyone.
When it is KB o'clock, you need more from your voice bundles. That's why MTN is offering you more minutes across all networks that don't expire. Buy the new 90-minute Freedom Bundle at 5K or the 200-minute bundle at 10K and just with no limit. Katiteri ate, no excuses. Make the call now. Dial *100*21# or use the My MTN app and enjoy your Freedom Bundle today. MTN. Together we are unstoppable. Terms and conditions apply. MTN is regulated by the Uganda Communications Commission.
Get value for your money by choosing the right paint. With Global Paints, you don't just paint, but paint for generations to come. Make Global Paints a paint of choice and make your building a paradise. We have weather coat emulsion, undercoat emulsion, silk vinyl emulsion, flat emulsion, super gloss and high gloss. Global Paint, a reliable product.
In the production process of Aquafina, we expertly filter every drop, providing clear and perfect tasting water to help you keep hydrated with the added benefit of minerals. Aquafina is bottled by Pepsi Cola International in Uganda and is available at only 1,000 shillings.
Ebiseera by'okuzaayo abaana mu masomero tebiteekwa kukaluubiriza n'akatono. Eno kusimba nnyiriri mpanvu, kano kalipagano ka bidduka. Simanya kuzunga na banka siripsi. Kati osobola okusasula school fees z'omwana wo ate n'okola n'ebirala ntoko ku ssimu ye ey'omu ngalo. Ekikola kyangu nnyo. Nyiga bunyizi *165*8 ogoberera ebikulagiriddwa oba okozese app ya MTN Momo. Ate kati okola ki olwaleero? MTN Mobile Money Uganda Limited erunganisibwa banka enkulu ya Uganda.
In the world of sports, the quarter-finals for the 2023-2024 of the Pepsi Football League have started with action between 2012 champions Makerere University and 2019 winners Uganda Christian University in Mukono.
After a rain-interrupted start that led to a halt after just 32 minutes in the first quarter-final of this year's Pepsi University Football League, the game between Makerere University and Uganda Christian University has finally been played to conclusion. Home team Makerere University has secured a 2-1 victory after a 74th minute Nicholas Nduga strike, added to Male Musa's 17th minute goal that was scored yesterday.
Overall, we can take the result, but I thought our target was a touch different. We thought we could do better, but of course, to give credit to our opponents, I thought they also they were a bit resolute, but the pitch also didn't help us, didn't exactly help our play, but we are hoping for better conditions in the next game.
Uganda Christian University will approach the second leg in a fortnight, knowing that the away goal scored by Geoffrey Daganga is valuable.
We have an advantage, though we lost the game. Reason being we have scored a goal away from home, which is going to be very vital for us when we host Makerere on the 29th of this month.
University Football League quarter-final action continues on Tuesday with Bugema University hosting Makerere University Business School. Quarter-final matchups are complete by Nkumba versus defending champions Uganda Matters University and Kampala University against St. Lawrence.
Uganda Law Students Association celebrated the Janan Loom Day with the 5th edition of their annual sports gala hosted at the International University of East Africa. Overseas universities took part in this gala.
The 5th edition of the Uganda Law Students Association Sports Gala was a buzz as over 7 universities at the International University of East Africa, IUEA, to compete in 3 sports disciplines: football, netball, and athletics.
We have almost 10 universities that are participating, and the rationale why we always have come up as law students to have this engagement is to network, to unite as law students. We have always been meeting in moots, in other engagements that are intellectual activities, and in sports, so you can, maybe if you're playing football, you are marking someone, you know, you can't forget that person whom maybe you are playing with. In the world we are moving in, you know, sports law is evolving at a high speed. We shall be having so many athletes, we shall be having many sportsmen, and these people, all of them need, you know, legal assistance.
The different universities, including Makerere University, Uganda Christian University, Nkumba University, King Caesar University, International University of East Africa, Uganda Pentecostal University, among others, were glad to be part of this prestigious event.
The sports gala, that means that if we can come here like around 7 law societies, that means that we can come with a memorandum of understanding of cooperation that, you know, if you're organizing this activity, we shall do what? We shall... If you're organizing this activity, we shall be partnering up with Nkumba University, we shall be partnering up with Cavendish University, some sort of that. And I feel like it's really a privilege to be here.
We wanted to create togetherness, we wanted unity, we wanted all universities to know each other, we wanted students to meet each other. So one of the reasons why we're here is unity, to unite with other law students.
As students, we need the mental break from the books, from the stress of school and everything. So it helps us refresh our minds, it helps us engage with other people. Now, like we are here, we are 7 universities. So you find that you get to interact, you know how to handle each and everything.
The event was graced by the president of the Uganda Law Society, Council Bernard Owundo, who commended the students for organizing such a unifying event.
Who have been able to organize this sports league, because we believe that sports helps us be able to achieve 2 things. One, it's not just about physical fitness, but also for your mental well-being. We believe that sports gives you that sort of opportunity. But also, more importantly, I want you also to focus on the activities that the Law Students Association is going to be able to bring. We believe that we can use the Law Students Association for mentorship.
Uganda Pentecostal University and Nkumba University kept their top slots as the hosts also took some gold and silver.
Thank you so much for sticking with us right from 8 o'clock to 10. And now that's all we had time for. My name is Patricia Mpango. Good night to you, but UBC programming continues.
UBC, inspiring Uganda. This weekend on UBC.
This weekend, we're all about hooks and baits at the rustic riverbanks of Ara Fishing Lodge with Boniface. Sport fishing is one of the tourism marine activities offered at the lodge.
We had a deal, okay?
Yeah.
Our deal was to catch and throw it back.
Of course.
That's exactly what happens when it comes to sport fishing.
Around our fishing lodge, we have a number of species of birds.
Yeah. both water birds, also saw birds on land.
Nyati Motion Pictures brings you to Kopa Moja, Busoga segment. Learn about how Busoga emerged from being a pawn of Buganda and Bunyoro to a mainstream kingdom in Uganda.
Defeated princes and defeated generals used the Busoga to reinvent themselves. The Baisengovi were from Bunyoro.
So Namutukura also came as a prince.
He crossed River Nile with 11 clans from Bunyoro.
This area where we are was controlled